Assalamu alaikum students. Article for today is velocity selector, which is also known as winds filter, definitely on the name of the scientist who introduced this particular device, and also it is known as the velocity filter, right? So all three names are used for this purpose, for this device. And what is velocity selector? By name it indicates that velocity selector is going to be such a device which will definitely accelerate the electrons, or will provide only those electrons for the specified velocity. Like suppose if I want to get electrons in, like, their velocity should be like 4 meter per second, so I will definitely get the electrons of 4 meter per second. Any velocity other than this will not be entertained in this case. So velocity selector is such kind of device which is going to provide me the electrons having the same velocity or the required velocity, because we know that electrons have different velocity when they move. Only those electrons will be received whose value is which is required. So moving towards how we can do this, I'm going to draw the figure. So as you can see in this figure, that the same configuration as we have discussed earlier in case of determination of E by M. In this phenomena, what is going to be observed, that there would be a source, and from this source what is going to happen, that all the electrons will come out and move towards the fluorescent screen, and the fluorescent screen will turn to glow. Because of the effect of electric field, what is going to happen? If we apply a magnetic field, the same thing which we have already discussed, because of this magnetic effect, all the electrons, they will tend to move towards this side, right? Because these are electrons, so definitely they will move towards the positive plate. And what will happen if I apply a magnetic field? So because of the effect of this magnetic field, if I turn off all the electric field and just turn on the magnetic field, what is going to happen, that the path of electrons will now be in this direction, right? So all the particles will move in the forward direction, but slightly tilted, like curved path they will achieve. We don't want these conditions. I want such a condition that all the electrons are received at a single point, right? So you can see in this situation that I want all of these electrons to move and move through this particular window, but if I'm applying electric field, they are moving ahead, and if I'm applying the magnetic field, if I'm increasing the value of magnetic field, then all the electrons are moving towards the downside. So what I want them to be in the straight line. So for this purpose, I will use the condition that if E is equal to B, like E is being balanced by the magnetic field, electric field is balanced by the magnetic field, only in this condition we can get all of the electrons moving right through this window and received on the target on this particular point, right? This is one of the application of the Lorentz force. Lorentz force is basically the sum of magnetic force and the electrostatic force. So here what is going to happen, that we are going to balance the magnetic force with the electrostatic force. So I can write Fe is equal to Fb, that is the magnetic force. Value of Fe is QE, and the value of Fb is QVB, right? And this Q would be cancelled out. If I want to get the value of V, that is the velocity, it would be equal to E by B. From this equation, we notice that if the value of electrostatic force, that is electric field intensity, it is greater, like if I say that E is greater than B, then the value of V would definitely be greater than 1. Now if I suppose that from at this particular point the value of V is equal to 1, right? So for this we are having V equals to 1 at this particular point, right? But now if I say that the value of E is greater than B, so V would be greater than B. So at this particular point V which we achieve is greater than 1. What will happen if I say that the value of okay, now for the second condition, if I say that if E is smaller, E is smaller, so if E is smaller than B, then what is going to happen? The value of V would also be smaller than 1, right? So for this condition, why it is happening? If E is smaller, because V and E are directly proportional to each other. If E is greater, V is greater, right? And if B is greater, B is inversely proportional to V. So in this condition, V would definitely decrease. So what we are going to observe that at this particular point, V is basically going to be, so at this particular point we see that V is smaller than 1, and if the value of E and B are equal to each other, third case, if the value of E is equal to B, then what is going to happen? V would be equal to 1. So at this particular point we see that the value of V is equal to 1 when it is heading straight towards the target or the screen. So that's how all of the electrons for which E and B is balanced, they will move through this window by showing the linear motion, and will further move towards the window, come out of the window, and we can use them. As you can see in this figure that this is the practical arrangement of velocity selector, in which there is magnetic field provided in the negative z direction, and the direction of electric field is in the downside, that is towards the negative y axis, and all of the electrons, they are moving from these are all the electrons or any charged particles. They will move ahead in the forward direction, and if FB and FE are balanced in a balanced condition, they will move straight towards this target, and this will achieve only because of the balancing of E and B, and this would be the selected velocity, right? Now this can be seen from this equation as well, that we have taken a charged particle which is positively charged. E is supplied in the upward direction and B is out of the page, so they are perpendicular to each other. Now you see that all the green, both of the green lines, they are indicating that V is not equal to E and B, E by B, and only the red line is indicating this one, it is indicating that V is equal to E divided by B. So that's how we can filter the charged particles of desired velocity. So the first limitation of this velocity selector, since it is a device or the instrument, so it must be having some limitation. So the first limitation is it allow all the neutral particles. Why? Because in this condition E is equal to B, so when both are being balanced, all the electrons will move towards the straight path. And in this case, neutral particles will definitely, they are not influenced by the electromagnetic field, so they will again move towards the straight, they will again show the straight path. So all of the particles, since Q and M are not considered, so that's why if Q is not considered, because of the relation which we are having V equals to E divided by B. In this relation, we do not find any Q or M. So that's why all the neutral particles can easily flow through that window out. And also M is also not considered. So any all of the charged particles, like if they are electrons, there are protons and neutrons as well, so all of the charged particles will move towards that window. The reason behind is that M is not considered. Any heavy heavier atom is there, like suppose there are helium ions or the hydrogen ions are there, whatever charged particles are there, or the neutral particles as well, they will move through that window. So this is the limit. These are the limitations which can create some problem for us when it comes to this velocity selector. Okay, now coming towards the uses of velocity selector. Velocity selector is basically used to perform different experiments in particle physics and nuclear physics. Like definitely we require velocity electrons or charged particles of certain velocity. So to get that particular state, we use the velocity selector. This velocity selector is having a practical application in mass spectrogram. Mass spectrogram is basically a device, or you can say an instrument, which we use to separate the isotopes. Like if there are different isotopes in a sample, then we can separate them on the basis of their velocities, because their velocities would be different, then definitely their radiuses would be different. So this is having a practical application in mass spectrogram. So that's all for today's article, that is velocity selector. I hope you understand that. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.